I tore my ACL in the first game of my senior season and have absolutely no idea what to do now. I had hoped to play in college through scholarship, but this has absolutely ruined my chances. The doctor said I am without a doubt out for the season. I feel like my dreams of playing in college are out the window. Do you think I will be able to play once recovered, despite never being able to play at my full potential due to the injury?
Man, that is a lot of things going on at one time. Um, Man, I'm sorry. That is definitely a rough injury. I know through like watching sports, and then I've had friends who've heard their ACL before, and I know that's not only it's painful, but like you said in that message, it's a long recovery period. I think like to get cleared to play sports again after an ACL injury, I think you're looking at 6 to 12 months minimum. And that all depends on like how much physical therapy you do and all those things. So that's a terrible injury, man. I'm so sorry. I think looking at your message, getting that injury on the first game of your senior season, dude, that's, man, I'm right there with you. That's rough. Especially if you had like goals and aspirations of like far. I think, man, number one, just accepting it is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. I think like sometimes I've seen players be in denial of their injury and, try to rush themselves to like be able to walk and do all these things again to try to get out on the field. I think we all have like that daydreaming moment of like, dude, maybe I'll like accept my recovery and make it back to the playoffs or something like that. And dude, I think just the quickest thing you can probably do to heal yourself, the quickest thing you can do to heal yourself is listen to the doctors, and just be with them and listen to what they're saying as far as like recovery, physical therapy. That's a whole process. But dude, I hear your pain, even though I'm not speaking to you in person. I hear your pain through that. Just to watch your senior season be going, just probably in a split second. And I think, like I said, number one, accepting it, but then number two, realizing that you can contribute to your team in other ways. Now, I know that sounds crazy. You're probably like, no, dude, I would not want to sit on the sidelines either. But you can assist in other ways if your coach allows. And that would be my encouragement is like, talk to your coach, be vulnerable with them, be like, man, I hate that my season's gone, but I love the game. What are other ways I can contribute? Can I watch extra film since I can't walk? Is that something I can do? Can I coach my team through like mentality or just sit with them things they're struggling with? Whether that's like my wide receivers are struggling to remember rights. Can I sit and help them, or can I just once again like watch film? Is there things I can do to be of assistance to the team without actually playing? Football is highly physical. It is highly on the field, but there's a lot that goes on outside of the field as well. And that's all like strategizing, all those things. But I think like just talking to your coach about that would be a huge thing. And so to answer the end question though, I don't think your career is over though. Like I know you were hoping for scholarship and all those things, and that may be affected by this injury. I would encourage you to look up the statistic of walk-ons through Division I football. Like it's almost half of D1 athletes for football are walk-ons. I think it's like 49% or something like that. So it's pretty high. So, dude, I see a lot of potential through this. I think that you could spend a lot of time studying, learning the technical side of football through your injury in your senior season. And then I think freshman in college, dude, like I think you have a high possibility of like once you're going through the technical side, and then even like, just make sure you're not forsaking like physical therapy, doing workouts as you can. I know, listen to your physical therapist or your doctors, but I know sometimes you can still like do weightlifting, not with your legs at all, but like you can still do arms and stuff like that, depending. Don't take that to the bank and cash it. Listen to your doctor. But just making sure like, I'm still being the best that I can be out off the field. That way, one day when I'm in return, dude, I'm the best on the field because I took that time. A lot of players spend so much time on making sure like their strength and all of that is like in shape, but they forsake the technical off the field side of things. And so that would be like my huge encouragement to you is, hey, get the technical side down. That way, when you are able to return in college, you have that knowledge. You have the brain knowledge that way your physical side is able to operate effectively and optimally. And so, dude, I would encourage you. I don't think it's over, dude. You've got 3 or 4 years left through college, where if football is something you're wanting to pursue, I really think you could do that. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think it could be difficult. I think it could be difficult. I said that twice. I think it could be really difficult, but I think that it's definitely a possibility. So, Squid, anything to add?
Just like you said, definitely listen to your doctor. Don't get out there before you're ready. Tank over here has a tendency to try to still play football on her ankles.
True. That is true. I have, yeah, I'm literally the prime example of like, do not play until you're better. I have injured both of my ankles very, very badly before, and I have tried to get out way too soon, dude. And the worst thing you can do, and I have lived this, the worst thing you can do is injure something that is in the healing process. And dude, that like doubles your recovery time, at least in my case it did. But yes, don't be like me, dude. Listen and heal. Let's listen to your body as much as you would get made fun of for saying that in the locker room, dude. Listen to your body, heal, and man, I think you can go far. I think it's gonna be a rough season, but I think this is you have a lot of opportunity when everything burns to the ground to rebuild bigger and better. So man, I hate that you're sitting in the ash right now, dude, but I think you can absolutely come back bigger, better, and stronger.